May I invite Honorable Joe Morelle to come and say a few words to the audience. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's nice to see everyone here. I spent a few moments earlier today at the campus at RIT where they have their Imagine Festival, thousands of people there, and someone said, couldn't you bring good weather? I said, well, if you have an indoor event, this is good weather, because otherwise we'd find all the reasons to do those projects around the house that we've been putting off, like cutting the lawn and doing the garden and all that. Things I don't know anything about, but anyway, and if you saw my lawn, you'd know why. But I am so grateful for the invitation to be here, and first to thank you to Dr. Vikram Dagra of the Dagra Art Foundation, and to the Morelle Art Gallery. Where is Sarah? Sarah, you've joined an amazing, amazing place. We're happy to have you here in Rochester. It's such an extraordinary institution, so we're grateful for all the work that the Morelle Art Gallery does. And I want to thank the curators and experts who have joined us, as I understand, literally or remotely. They are some extraordinary individuals, and I had a chance to review most of the names of the people who are joining us, so we're very grateful to them. Particularly excited to be here with our guest speaker today, Madhavanti Ghosh from the Chicago Art Institute, and we had a chance to chat a little bit about the work that she's doing, and in particular, and I know people want to hear from her, but to hear from the experts, but to touch for just a moment on today's conversation of bridging the continents through art. And I think when you're in the kind of position that I have the privilege of serving in the United States Congress, and you look at what's going on not only around America, but around the world, and so much of the challenges that we face, and the difficulty in unifying people, and the difficulty in keeping peace and dealing with conflict in a way that can be constructive. There's great frustration, I think, in the world. I think all of us as Americans feel that. And what I love so much about the arts and culture and the arts community is the way that we can bring people together through shared experience, and it helps transcend our differences and find common ground. And I can't think of something more important in this world today than activities and endeavors that bring us together and that unify us. And the arts uplift us and give us hope and inspiration. So it's really exciting to be here. And I had the chance many years ago when I was in the state legislature. I was the chair of the standing committee on something called Tourism, Arts, and Sports Development, which I'll admit sounds like a kind of an interesting group of things to put together, but I spent a lot of time in our museums and cultural institutions in New York, from Buffalo to New York City, and certainly spent a lot of time here in Rochester, and recognize the importance in this community to us, certainly economically, and I don't want to downplay the importance of how important it is to communities in terms of attracting folks who want to be a part of a community that has a robust arts and cultural scene, and Rochester certainly does. But just as I said, in terms of uplifting us as human, in our humanity, and to bring us together. I do have also another privilege currently as a member of Congress. I'm the ranking Democrat on the Committee on House Administration, which is another odd-sounding title, but we have responsibility and oversight over all the Smithsonian Institutes, the museums in Washington, the Botanic Garden. I might be an odd choice for all of this, but nonetheless, I have deep appreciation for it. And when you come to Washington, one of the amazing things about it is its arts and culture and history, which I think always motivates people to think about things greater than ourselves, to think about our community. And our community isn't simply a small community, it's the world community, and how do we fit within that, and how do we find, through that shared experience of art and culture, how does that bring us together and make us more human and allow us to work. So this is truly a great opportunity, and this lecture on South Asian art, in particular in Rochester, and bringing together the Dagra Art Foundation, the Memorial Art Gallery, and the experts who've joined us, and Dr. Ghosh, all of this I think just says a great deal about the people here who have hosted this and put this on, and it's an amazing opportunity to connect people of all backgrounds through art, fulfilling the mission of the Dogra Art Foundation, which its mission is to do this, to bring people together. So I'm excited to be here. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to say a few words and to be with you and to welcome Dr. Ghosh and all the work that you do. I want to, one of the fun things I get to do from time to time is to thank people for their contributions, and I wanted to thank you, Dr. Dogra, for you and the foundation. So if I could, I have a little proclamation. It's a certificate of special congressional recognition to Dr. Dogra, and I won't, and the Dogra Art Foundation, I won't read it all to you. You can read it, but we do like to identify and to recognize and to thank people who do really special things in our community, which makes Rochester, no disrespect to Chicago or New York, built beautiful cities, but I get to be the prime cheerleader in Washington for Rochester, New York, and believe me, that is an incredible privilege, and to represent amazing institutions like yours. So thank you much. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.